No, I'll do that. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are continuing our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 72, text 22 to 30. So I think it was Bhagavati Mataji's class. Is she here? She's not here. Yeah. She kindly asked me to speak instead. So the first few verses don't have a long purport. And we will go through the last verse, but I'll read the translation for the first few verses. Text 22. Translation. Shukdev Goswami said, "From the sound of their voices, their physical stature, and the marks of bowstrings on their forearms, Jarasandha could tell that his guests were of royal order. He began to think he had seen them somewhere before." Text 23. Jarasandha thought, "These are surely members of the royal order, dressed as Brahmanas. But still I must grant their request for charity, even if they beg me for my own body." Text 24-25. Indeed, the spotless glories of Bali Maharaj are heard throughout the world. Lord Vishnu, wishing to recover Indra's opulence from Bali, appeared before him in the guise of a Brahmana and made him fall from his powerful position. Though aware of the ruse and forbidden by his guru, Bali, king of the demons, still gave Vishnu the whole earth in charity. Text 26. What is the use of an unqualified Kshatriya who goes on living but fails to gain everlasting glory by working with his perishable body for the benefit of Brahmanas? Text 27. Shukdev Goswami continued, thus making up his mind, and the generous Jarasandha addressed Krishna, Arjuna and Bhima. O learned Brahmanas, choose whatever you wish. I will give it to you, even if it is my own head. Text 28. The Supreme Lord said, O exalted King, Give us battle in the form of a duel, if you think it fitting. We are princes and have come to beg a fight. We have no other request to make of you. Text 29. Over there is Bhima, son of Pritha, and this is his brother Arjuna. Know me to be their maternal cousin Krishna, your enemy. Text 30. Is this? Is this
No.
31?
No, that's it. It is, no. Not the one.
Oh, it's a different text.
It's 22nd.
Oh, it's 22nd.
It's the first.
Okay. All right, we go back to 22nd. Shri Shukavacha. Yeah. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat.
Shri Sukha Uvacha.
Shri Shukavacha.
Swarairakrtibhistamstu.
Swarairakrtibhistamstu.
Prakroshtairjahatairapi.
Prakroshtairjahatairapi.
Rajanya bandhun vidyaya.
Rajanya bandhun vidnaya.
Drishtapurvan achintayat.
Drishtapurvan achintayat. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat. Ladies. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. Prakroshtairjahatairapi. Rajanya bandhun vidnaya. Drishtapurvan achintayat. Shri Shukavacha. Swarairakrtibhistamstu. प्रकोष्ठैर्ज्याहतैरपि राजन्यबन्धून् विज्ञाय दृष्टिपूर्वानचिन्तयत्. Translation and purport by the servants of His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Shukadeva Goswami said, from the sound of their voices and their physical stature and the marks of bowstrings on their forearms, Jarasandha could tell that his guests were the royal order. He began to think he had seen them somewhere before. Purport. The Acharyas point out that Jarasandha had seen Krishna, Bhimasena and Arjuna at Draupadi Swayamvara ceremony. Since they had come begging in the guise of Brahmanas, Jarasandha thought they must be low-class Kshatriyas, as indicated here by the word Rajanya Bandhu. So we continue our reading of the killing of Jarasandha. And Jarasandha is a great demon, a demon who conquered, even to some degree, we could say conquered Mathura. It's that powerful. His birth is mentioned in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 22, chapter 22, text 8. Shukadeva Goswami is telling Parikshit Maharaj how Jarasandha was born. And in that text, Shukadeva Goswami says, there was a king of Magadha. Magadha is modern day Bihar. Bihar is the place where there are the main language is Bhojpuri. And many Bhojpuris went to Suriname and settled there. Some even 200 years ago. And so they were a Dutch colony, and many Surinamese are here now. So they are originally 5,000 years ago from the kingdom of the great king Jarasandha. So Magadha. So this king Brihadratha he was the king of Magadha. Anyasyam api bharyayam, he had two wives, Bharya. Shakale dve Brihadrathat. 2 wives, and King Brihadrath had no children. Because he had no children, he was feeling very, very sad that who will continue my lineage? And therefore, he and his wives, they thought, we'll renounce the kingdom, we'll go to the jungle and perform some austerities. So as they were performing austerities, they met a sage by the name of Chandra Kaushika. Actually, in the purport to this particular verse, Srila Prabhupada gives the complete history of Jarasandha. The purport is worth reading. Canto 9, chapter 22, text 8, purport. So, King Brihadratha was given a fruit, Srila Prabhupada says a mango, by sage Chandra Kaushika. And he said, please feed this to your wife and she will conceive. Now the king had a puzzle in his mind. Which wife should I give the fruit to? His 2 wives. So he thinks, sometimes we receive an instruction and it's very clear, but we over-apply our intelligence to then kind of decipher the instruction. So he was told, take this fruit, give it to your wife, she will conceive. But he thought, which wife? I don't know. So he took the fruit and he cut into two. He gave one part to one wife, other fruit to other wife, half. So after the 10 months of pregnancy, the wife delivered, both the wives delivered a child. However, one wife delivered half the baby, the other wife delivered the other half of the baby. And it looked so ugly because half baby means all the internal organs were sticking out. The eyes were, it's like chopping a body into half. It's a very ugly looking two pieces of a child. And the child did not cry, it was like a dead bodies. Ye matra bahir utsrishte. 9th canto says, immediately the king said, please throw them away. This is very ugly looking. So he threw away both the pieces of the child. And when he threw away the pieces, he didn't know what will happen next. So there was a Rakshashi, a demoness by the name of Jara. She was passing by. And as she was passing by, she saw these two pieces. Now her name was Jara because she looked like, even in the classical literatures of Netherlands, Belgium, France, we find these witches in the olden time. They have long nose, they look very old and ugly. So this Jara was like that. The word Jara means she who is old and ugly. It comes from the root jr in Sanskrit, which also went into Latin as jiri, from which in English you have the words like geriatrics. Does anyone know what that means? Geriatrics means old people, yes, looking after old people. And in Dutch and Flemish also, geriatrie, Geriatri. Remember that? That word is looking after old people. It's Flemish, Dutch, and even French also the same word, geriatry. So this word comes from jara, which means old age. So she was like a very old, ugly looking witch. She was going around in the forest looking for some creature to eat. She comes across this half baby. She thinks, oh, this is very small for me to eat. Because the baby fit her palm, was so small, because she was so big. She thought, this is interesting, half. She walked ahead, she saw another half. So she felt it was like a puzzle. She picked up the other half. And Bhagavatam says, Jaraya cha abhisandhite. Jaraya cha abhisandhite. Sandhi means to join. Jara means the name of the demoness is Jara. Jara, she joined together this two pieces. Jara, Sandha. She joined together and she said, Jiva Jiveti Kridantya. Just out of curiosity, she put the two pieces together and she said, Jiva, Jiva, please come to life, come to life. And suddenly the baby joined and started crying. And she knew that the king has been trying hard to get a child. So she took the child to the king. And she said, I found these two pieces in the forest, put them together, and as a beautiful baby, you can keep him. I don't have anything to do with this baby. Even if I eat this baby, it's too small for me. It won't fill my stomach. So you keep the baby. So Bhagavatam says, because Jara Sandha, because she joined this baby together, Jara Sandho Bhavat Sutaha, he became Jara Sandha. So he was given life by the mercy of this demoness Jara. And Srila Prabhupada says that he is actually an expansion of Viprachitti. Viprachitti was, if you remember Hiranyakashipu, when he waged war against Narasimhadev, well, he had an whole army of demons. One of the demon was Viprachitti. And even when Narasimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, Viprachitti felt, how could this lion, half man, how could he kill my great friend Hiranyakashipu? So he also attacked Narasimhadev. Bhagavatam says, like a foolish fly enters into the fire. Viprachitti attacked Narasimhadev. Of course, he was killed immediately. So this Viprachitti reappeared as this Jarasandha with the same envy against the Lord. And Jarasandha is said to be so envious that he became an arch enemy of Krishna. However, Jarasandha also had a close relationship with Kamsa. You know what is the relation with Kamsa? Huh? Yes. Father-in-law. Jarasandha is the father-in-law of Kamsa. Kamsa has 2 wives. Jarasandha has 2 daughters. Beautiful names. First girl, her name is Asati. Sati means somebody who is truthful, who is chaste. His first daughter's name is Asati. Unchaste, untruthful, crazy, hippie, like this, Asati. Second daughter's name is Prapti. She is always desiring more and more and more. More enjoyment, want more and more. Give me more, like that. So Kamsa, he is very happy with this kind of wife. So he accepts 2 daughters of Jarasandha. So immediately Jarasandha becomes father-in-law of Kamsa. Jarasandha is a very advanced demon. So actually right in the beginning of 10th canto, 2nd chapter, verse number 1 and 2, there is a mention of the whole gang of Kamsa. Shukdev Goswami says, Shri Shukavacha, he says these are the gang members of Kamsa. Pralamba, see if you can recognize the names. Pralamba, Bakachanura, Pralambasur, Bakasur, Chanura, Trinavartha, Mahashanai. Mahashanai is one who devours everything. What is that demon? Aghasura. Mushtika, Arishta, Dvivida. Mushtika, Arishtasur, Dvivida, the gorilla. Putana, Keshi, Dhenukai. These are the great friends of Kamsa. Anyaishchasura Bhupalai. These were all friends, but they were also kings. And now listen to this carefully. The Acharyas explained that though they were demoniac in nature, because they were kings, they maintained Brahmanas for their ulterior motive. Like Shanda and Amarka were also Brahmanas. They were maintained by Hiranyakashipu. Sometimes we find that kings, politicians, managers may maintain some advisors. But these advisors are either advisors of their own kind, similar demoniac mindset, or they are simply maintained to make a show that they are following someone. In case of these kings, they simply maintained the Brahmanas to make a show that they are having advisors who were advising them. But really, the Brahmanas had no power. We see this even in modern day society, where somebody is nominated, or you become the chief, front-facing person, but in the background, somebody else is in charge. Yeah? Sri Prabhupada said that the whole world glorifies Alexander the Great, but actually it was Cleopatra who was ruling. Prabhupada said this. So these all are the king's friends. More, Bana Bhaumadi Bhiryutaha, Banasur, Bhaumasur, Yadunam Kadanam Chakre, they all together wanted to annihilate the Yadus completely. Bali Magada Samshrayaha. Now here is the big point. They all wanted to destroy the Yadus, and they were all taking shelter of Magada Samshrayaha. They had all taken shelter of Jarasandha. So Jarasandha was the ultimate shelter of all these other demons. He was the director of the demons. And Kamsa, he tells Akrura, for example, in the 3rd chapter, please go and bring this boy, Krishna, along with his brother, Balram. Bring them here and we will finish them. I have a lot of support, Kamsa is saying. Who is his support? In this verse, Jarasandha's real identity is mentioned. It says, Jarasandho mama guruhu. Who is guru of Kamsa? He himself is saying, Kamsa himself is saying to Akrura, Jarasandho mama guru. Jarasandha is my guru. Dvivido daita sakha. And Dvivida, the gorilla, he is my best friend. Kamsa's best friend. Such friendship. You can, Sri Prabhupada told Hayagriva Prabhu, you can tell a man by his friends, by his association. You can tell who a man is. So look at his beautiful guru and guru bandhus and others we see here. Jarasandho mama guru, Dvivido daita sakha, my dear darling brother. He is a friend, very darling, very dear to me. Daita sakha, he says. Shambaro narako bano, Narkasur, Banasur and Shambarasur. Mai eva kruta saurida. They are my well-wishers, forever well-wishers. Narkasur, Shambarasur and Banasur. Tairaham Surapakshiyan. With them together, I will annihilate the demigods. Hatva Bhokshe Mahim Nrupal. And I will rule the whole earth. Of course, what happened was that Kamsa was then killed by Krishna. As Kamsa was killed by Krishna, we see in chapter 50, Asati and Prapati. They both go crying to Jarasandha. My dear father, this, we want to tell you, we have now become widows. Atma Vaivadhya Karanam. We want to tell you why we have become widows. We are widows because of this boy Krishna. Immediately, Jarasandha says, I will fix it. I will go and attack the kingdom of Mathura, which is ruled by Ugrasena. So Ugrasena is the father of Kamsa. Ugrasena is the father of Kamsa, and he is the one who was put in place by Krishna. But Krishna and Balram were still staying in Mathura. And Jarasandha, he took one Akshauhini Sena and he attacked Mathura. What is Akshauhini Sena? It's 218,000 soldiers. There are 21,870 chariots, same number of elephants, double number of horses, and 109,350 infantry soldiers. It's a big army. He attacked. When he attacked Mathura, Krishna and Balram personally went out on their chariots, and just two together. They said, let us not kill. So he says here in 10th canto, Akshauhini bhir sankhyatam bhatashva rathakunjarai magadastu nahantavya. They demolished they destroyed the entire army of Jarasandha. But they did not kill Jarasandha. Actually, Balramji caught Jarasandha by the throat and he was choking Jarasandha. Krishna said, no, stop. Don't kill him. Let him go. Bhuyaha karta balodhyamam. Why? Why do you think he let him go? Sometimes Krishna deals with demons like this. He lets the demons prosper. He lets people who are against the devotees also prosper sometimes. Why? So my question is why? And the answer is given in Bhagavatam. But why did he let Jarasandha go? Jarasandha was by the throat. Balramji he was squeezing his throat. Huh? Yes. So the idea was this. Krishna said, no, let him go. If you let him go, he will bring more demons to our doorstep. We can kill more without going looking for everyone. He will do the job of finding everyone and bringing to us. So we should understand that Krishna, even when apparently he is not in our favor, he's actually got a bigger plan. And here Krishna has got a bigger plan, so he leaves this demon to attack him again. And Jarasandha is such a envious person. He attacks Mathura 17 times with 23 Akshauhini Sena. And 17 times he is defeated. He is defeated, and every time they tell Jarasandha, you go. They kill the entire army, all the demons. Then they tell Jarasandha, you go now. So Jarasandha goes. He brings more. So this way Krishna serves the purpose of killing all the demons. This is how they quickly killed all the demons. And there's one nice pastime from Prabhupada's time. Anyway, we'll see if there is time, I will mention it. And then Jarasandha continues to be a very difficult person to deal with. So as Krishna is on the 17th attempt, as Krishna has defeated Jarasandha, at that time Narad Muni says, I'm not enjoying this, Every time small demons are coming, Krishna is getting rid of them, more small demons are coming. Who is Narada? In the spiritual world, according to the Gaudiya Acharyas, Jiva Goswami, do you remember the Janmashtami class in which I mentioned that one mendicant lady, Tapaswini, she approached the door of Nanda Maharaj along with a little boy. Who was the little boy? Yes. The little boy was Madhumangala. Who was the lady? Purnamasi. So this Madhumangala, at that time Purnamasi in this is given in Gopala Champu by Jiva Goswami, she introduces this little boy Madhumangala as non-different from Narad Muni. So he likes to have fun. Yeah? Sometimes he is instigating Krishna. Even in Krishna Leela, Madhumangala instigates Krishna to see how strong he is. And when Krishna fights the demons, all the other Gopas are afraid. Madhumangala runs away, he hides, he watches and he enjoys, he laughs. He laughs when even the demons are attacking the Gopas, he is laughing because he finds fun. So Narad Muni is thinking, this is 17 times he is attempted back and forth. Some little troops are coming, let's finish this once and for all. So he goes and tells Kala Yavana. Kala Yavana is directly born of Mahakal. He is son of Gargya. Mahakal means Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva directly gave his power to this demon called Kala Yavana. And so Narad Muni goes and tells Kala Yavana, please you join. Jarasandha is trying fruitlessly from one side. Do you not feel for your friend? You please, he is a fellow demon. So you please come and join. From the other side you attack. Jarasandha attacks from the left. You attack from the east. He attacks from the west. And you finish off this Krishna. Who is saying this? Narad Muni. To Kaliyavan. Kaliyavan says, yes, good idea. I will come. So he comes with any other demon who is left in the universe, he comes with everyone. So Narad Muni says, this is nice, interesting. And Kalyavana was given blessing by Lord Shiva. He was given blessing by Lord Shiva that you shall never be defeated by anyone. No one will defeat you. So that was the blessing. And because of that blessing, Kalyavana thought, I am invincible. All demons, anyone who does any wrong in this world, the real reason they can continue doing wrong, whether it is somebody who is doing grossly something wrong or subtly something wrong, it's because somewhere they think they are invincible. And people do wrong in all kinds of situations and backgrounds and dresses. When Ravana wanted to kidnap Sita Devi, he thought, if I go and kidnap her in my form as Ravana, it may be difficult. Ram and Lakshman may fight me. So let me assume a dress. Let me assume a dress which is most reliable, most trustworthy. What is that dress? Where looking at that dress, looking at that external form, people think, oh, this is very trustworthy. What is that dress?
Dress of a yati.
Ah, very good. Dress of a yati, dress of a sannyasi, dress of a sadhu, a brahmachari, saffron. Ravana put on saffron with nice tilak, nice kantimala, bead bag. All this description is there in Mahabharata. But he was Ravana. Somewhere inside he was feeling invincible. So there are many Ravanas in the external dress of a sadhu in this world. Internally, they are bubbling with all the Ravana propensities. Externally, they are dressed as sadhus. And he kidnapped Sita. And even after kidnapping Sita, listen to this carefully, even after kidnapping Sita, Lord Ramchandra was at the doorstep of Lanka. He could not, I'm saying it very consciously, Ramchandra could not enter Lanka and fight Ravana. Why? Even though reaching Lanka, he could not. Very subtle Siddhanta, subtle principle here. Because in the entire kingdom of Ravana, full of demons, there was one Vaishnava, Ravana's own brother, Vibhishana. If you read the Ramayana, until Vibhishana is there in Lanka, Ramchandra does not attack Lanka. He cannot. My devotee is there. When Ravana says, you get out or I'll kill you, the moment Vibhishana is expelled, Lanka is finished. Vaishnava Prad. And Krishna will go to all extent for honoring the words of a Vaishnava. Vibhishana had said, my dear brother, give back Sita. I am praying, I am here, sitting and praying to Lord Vishnu. In his mind he was praying to Lord Ramachandra. And Ravan said, you are a traitor. You praying to Vishnu? Get out or I'll chop your head off and I'll serve it to the demons. So he was kicked out. We find in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vidura, a great devotee, so great that when Krishna visited the house, when Krishna was sent actually by the Pandavas as a negotiator, as a mediator. You see, a mediator's job is a tough job, especially if one party is just unwilling to listen. He went as a mediator between the Pandavas and Duryodhana. And Krishna said, they are Kshatriyas. Just give them 5 villages, Duryodhana, and they'll be happy. Duryodhana says, I will not give even land equal to the tip of a needle. Get out. But then he realizes his uncle, the king of Gandhara is, in modern day, the word Gandhara has changed to the word Kandhara. You know where Kandhar is? Afghanistan. The capital of Afghanistan. Originally Gandhar. Now it is known as Kandhar. It's a nice place if you ever visit. Beautiful, materially very nice. Scenic. So he was from there. Shakuni. Shakuni said, you idiot, Duryodhana, why you are speaking badly with Krishna? Invite him for dinner. Get him on our side. So he invites, but Krishna doesn't come. Where does Krishna go? He goes to the house of Vidura. And Vidura's wife, she's so overwhelmed. She's serving bananas to Krishna because Krishna has suddenly arrived. She doesn't have any preparation ready. So she is serving bananas, but she is looking at the lotus face of Krishna and she is peeling the bananas, giving him the banana peel to eat and throwing away the banana in the bin. So much she is just absorbed. So much love. This is Vidura and his family. So Vidura is telling Dhritarashtra. So over here, Krishna goes back to the Pandavas and Krishna says, prepare for war. And Bhima is always eager to fight. He says, yes, let's fight. What are we waiting for? Right now we'll march and kill these 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. Krishna says, no, you cannot do now. Wait. They don't understand why Krishna is asking to wait. You know why they have to wait?
Vidura to leave.
Yes, Vidura was still in the kingdom of Dhritarashtra, advising him. We find in the Bhagavatam, Duryodhan says, "You, Vidura, you are simply like Shmashana." He says, "You are simply like the crematorium." What happens in a crematorium? People are burnt. Dead people are burnt. So you are simply here to burn our kingdom. You are not of my uncle. You are Dasi Putra. You are son. Don't forget, my father is obliging you by maintaining you. You are simply a son of a maidservant. So much offense. Offense to a Vaishnava. Kicked out. And when he is kicked out, Krishna says, now. Everything, the last straw of hope, finished. Now Dhritarashtra has kicked out every possibility of redemption. Now we can fight. So, Kaliyavana, who was attacking Krishna, he had been given blessing by Mahakal himself, Lord Shiva. You will never be defeated. So Krishna thought, the words of my devotee Shiva, Shambhu, I cannot make that true, false. So I cannot kill this Kaliyavana. So he started running as if he is afraid of this Kaliyavana. Apparently, the reality was he was simply honoring the words of his devotee. And this is a very important lesson. Kaliyavana runs behind Krishna, and Krishna, he goes to the mountain where Muchukunda was sleeping. Now Muchukunda is also an interesting story. Muchukunda was a king who fought on the side of Indra, and he fought against the demons on the side of Indra for 1 year. But 1 year in demigod years. So after he finished fighting, Indra said, please ask for something. So he said, to be honest, I'm just tired. Just like after Janmashtami, Prabhupada Appearance Day. To be honest, we are simply tired. Yeah. Like this, he said, I'm just tired. 1 year of fighting. I want to go back to my family. Indra said, oh, I have some bad news for you. While you are fighting here in Svargaloka, 1 year of demigods is equal to how many years? Of 360 days, 360 days of humans equals 1 year of the demigod. But he was there for 1 year, so 360 times 360. So he was there for 10,000 years. So he said, bad news. All your family members are dead. Even their great grandchildren, everyone is dead. Muchukanda said, oh, I feel so bad now. Give me the blessing that I shall sleep perpetually forever. Forever. So he says, yes, I will give you that blessing. Then he meditates on Lord Shiva. And he says to Lord Shiva, give me the blessing that if I am woken up by anyone, through your power, I will turn that person to ashes. Because he disturbed my sleep. So Muchukanda has got the blessing also. Kaliyavana is also. Now Shiva against Shiva. Yeah. So Kaliyavana is there. Krishna goes and he goes to the hill where Muchukanda is sleeping. And he sees Muchukanda sleeping. He takes the chadar that he was wearing, Krishna was wearing. He removes that chadar and he puts it on Muchukanda. And Krishna hides behind a rock. So this Kaliyavana comes, he says, You're trying to hide? You think I'm foolish? You're right here in front of me. He kicks very hard. This sleeping Muchukunda. He thinks it is Krishna. He says, wake up! Fight! Muchukunda, a little bit, when you're in deep sleep, he rolls a little bit. He kicks even harder. Come on, wake up. Because I follow dharma. Even demons follow dharma. Yeah, demons follow dharma. You agree? How many of you agree demons follow dharma?
Yes.
Yeah?
Hiranyakashipu, when his family, his brother died, he had an amazing spiritual speech.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Also Kamsa.
Yes.
Kamsa, after this Ashtabhuja Devi came, you should see what Kamsa is telling his sister and brother-in-law, Devaki and Vasudeva. Kamsa says, ultimately, we are a spirit soul and we are not eternal. All this, good philosophy. So who says demons cannot speak good philosophy? Oh, if you really want to hear the best philosophy, you want to really understand who you are, your real position as a spirit soul. You should listen to the conversation of Maharaj Hiranyakashipu to his brother's wife, Hiranyaksha's wife, and his mother, and his nephew. He is giving such sermon, like even the great Swamis and Sannyasis will feel scared. Beautiful words with such nice examples. It's there in Bhagavatam, 7th canto. She is right. So, demons speak great philosophy. They simply don't follow it. This is why they are demons. So, we can also become demons very easy. Don't practice what we preach. We can become demons very easily. Prabhupada said this actually once in one katha. He said, if you do not practice this path of Krishna consciousness, even after hearing so much, knowing so much, you will simply become demons. What's that like this? It's a true thing. So, this Kali Yavana, demon, following dharma, he says, I am following dharma of warriors. I cannot kill a sleeping man or even a person who is pretending to sleep. So wake up, Krishna. He thinks it is Krishna. Actually, dharma, it is mentioned, is found everywhere. Dharma is defined in many ways. Dharma is also generally defined as duty. Generally, of course. The Bhagavatam definition is dharmastu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. That is dharma which is given by Bhagavan himself. That is dharma. But common understanding is any duty. So duty of sugar is to be sweet. So that is dharma of sugar. Duty of salt is to be salty. So that is dharma of salt. Everyone follows dharma. Even the demons, even the thieves. Do you agree thieves follow dharma? Do they follow dharma?
Dasya Dharma.
Huh?
Dasya Dharma.
Dasya dharma. Yes, Dasya dharma definitely. Correct. What is Dasya dharma, If you are 5 thieves and you loot a place, 500 gold coins. Looting is not very nice, not a very dharmic thing to do. But what happens next? Once you have looted, you go back to your den. And there, the chief of the thief, he will say, let us sit down, brothers. Let us divide the 500 coins equally amongst each one of us. They suddenly became very dharmic. So even dharma you will find everywhere. Dharma, the Vedas say, this world is upheld by dharma. This is how we understand. Dharma is very subtle, but it's found everywhere. These qualities of dharma. So, he said, you wake up. And of course, Muchukunda wakes up reluctantly. As soon as he turns and opens his eyes and looks at Kali Yavana is finished. Over here, Jarasandha is alone now. And Jarasandha attacks Mathura again. Krishna is worried about his Mathura Vasis. So he tells Vishwakarma to build a beautiful city. That is a city in the middle of the sea. And that city is known as Dwaraka. Dwaraka, Dwara means a door. English word door, D-O-O-R. Door, what is it in Dutch? Door. It's same word, I can't say it, but yeah. So that is same as Dwar. It comes from Sanskrit. Door comes from Sanskrit. Dwar, door, and Dutch is? That is it, yes. So it's same. So Dwarka means the door to Vaikuntha. That is Dwarka. So he creates this city in the middle of the ocean because he wants to protect his Mathura Vasis. So the Mathura Vasis get transferred to Dwarka. Mathura becomes almost empty. And as Jarasandha is chasing Krishna and Balaram, they don't want their devotees to be affected. Bhakta Vatsala. So what they do, Krishna and Balaram, they run on top of a particular mountain. You remember the name? There is mention of that name. What is it? Giri Vraja. 10th canto, chapter 17, text 24. Prahasya ruddhas tenasan ayute dve giri vraje. With 20 ayute dve, he takes, no, this is different actually. This is the, okay, Krishna runs on top of a mountain along with Balram because he wants to divert the attention of Jarasandha from all the Mathura Vasis who are moving to Dwarka. So he is giving them, they are getting a safe passage, and over here he's diverting Jarasandha to top of a mountain. And Jarasandha thinks, come on down, you kids, I want to fight you and kill you. And Krishna Balram, they sneak out, and Jarasandha burns the entire mountain, and he thinks Krishna and Balram are finished. And Krishna and Balram, they go to Dwarka. So this is how they go to Dwarka. And here Jarasandha now thinks, I am the king of the universe. Every evil-minded person thinks he is great. Huh? Sorry? Yes. He's great. So he's thinking, I'm the greatest. So he collects 20,000 kings from all over the earth. He binds them up with all their wealth and he puts them all in one place, all their wealth and all the kings, ready for them to be offered as human sacrifice to Mahakal, because he is a devotee of Mahakal, this Jarasandha. So now tell me why? First time Jarasandha was let go of by Krishna and Balram. Because we found the reason was Jarasandha would keep coming with more and more demons. So Krishna and Balram thought, we don't have to go around killing demons. Demons are coming. Actually, Prabhupada in his purport, he writes, he actually uses these words because Krishna and Balram wanted Jarasandha to bring all the demons to their footsteps, to their doorsteps, not footsteps, doorsteps. So he he didn't kill Jarasandha. But then after Kaliyavana is killed, why did they still not kill Jarasandha? They could have killed Jarasandha at that point. Why he wasn't killed? Anyone? What do you think? You see, the Lord is enacting His purpose through everyone. You know what is the grand secret in the Tattva Sandarbha commentary? It is mentioned. Every living entity in this universe is ultimately taking steps towards becoming liberated and rejoining Krishna. So it's all just Krishna just propels every living entity, even the demons. The whole plan of this material universe is somehow or the other make everyone ultimately follow Krishna's path and go back to Godhead. This is the real hidden purpose of the whole universe, the creation. Anyway, so the reason why Jarasandha wasn't killed even then was because Jarasandha would gather these 20,000 kings. He would fight all of them, capture them, bring them in one place. And he would collect all their wealth and bring it in one place. And then Krishna thought, he was talking to Uddhava, and Uddhava said, Yudhishthir should do a Rajasuya Yajna, in which he should fight with all the kings, defeat them, and gather all their wealth, and establish you, Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the reason why he performed Rajasuya Yajna. But for Rajasuya Yajna, you need a lot of wealth. The reason Krishna did not kill Jarasandha is because he knew Jarasandha will do the job for them. Yeah? Srila Prabhupada would say sometimes, there are so many beautiful churches, palaces, castles. We should simply go and occupy them. In the sense, we should buy them and occupy them. And even big buildings, very nice buildings. Prabhupada said, the materialists, they work so hard to produce so many wonderful things. Nice technology, nice construction. They are doing it simply for us to utilize it. We should just utilize it. And then Prabhupada said it is called as Ajagara Vritti in Nyaya Shastra. Ajagara means python. A python does not dig a hole and live in the hole. Python simply enters the hole of a fox. Fox does all the hard work of digging the hole. Python simply goes and stays. Or a snake also simply goes and stays in the hole. Snake will never make a big burrow. The rats are making the hole. The snake goes and occupies. So similarly, Krishna, he didn't want his devotees to waste time fighting these different kings, bringing the wealth. So he said, Jarasandha, he's fought these 20,000 kings, brought all the wealth in one place. Now we simply kill Jarasandha and claim everything as ours. Krishna, this is the design of Krishna. So in this way, we come to this verse, and the time is up, but we come to this verse where we see that Jarasandha is approached by Krishna, Arjuna and Bhima in the guise of a Brahmana. So there are 3 Brahmanas. And Jarasandha, he feels protected by the Brahmanas. Like I said, sometimes even demoniac kings, they maintain Brahmanas. Shanda and Amarka, they were Brahmanas in kingdom of Hiranyakashipu. If you read 7th canto, they are referred to as Brahmana priests, sons of Shukracharya. Shukracharya is a Brahmana. So demons also maintain Brahmana. So this Jarasandha thinks, you are Brahmanas, I'll give you whatever you want, even my head. And then they reveal their identity. Krishna reveals actually the identity. He says, I am Krishna, this is Arjuna, this is Bhima. Jarasandha says, nah, I cannot fight with you, Krishna, because you ran away from me on the top of the mountain, remember? You are not my standard, you are subclass. I am Kshatriya, you are a cowherd boy. And coward as well. Cowherd and coward, both. So I can't fight you. As far as Arjuna is concerned, he is so tiny in front of me. I think Bhima is my match. I'll fight Bhima. So Bhima is fighting. Who is Bhima? This is also interesting. Bhima is the same as Hanuman. And Hanuman is one of the Rudras. He is also Shiva. So actually this foolish Jarasandha is almost fighting his Lord. Are you following what I am saying? Yeah. So Bhima is fighting and he chokes Jarasandha. Jarasandha doesn't die. He splits Jarasandha. So he chokes Jarasandha. Jarasandha doesn't die. Then Krishna, he takes a leaf and he splits the leaf into two, giving the indication to Bhima that just split him into two. So Bhima splits him into two and throws him on two sides. Immediately both the body parts come together and he is reinstated. So Bhima thinks, what do I do? So Krishna takes another leaf, tears it into two, and he throws one half of the leaf on one side, another half on the other side, opposite side. Bhima understands. So Bhima tears him apart, throws him on either side, half of the body, and they can't join. So Krishna is always needed to guide his devotees, even if his devotees are powerful like Bhima. Yeah. So, any questions, corrections? Yes.
Yes, despite a very nice, complete analysis and explanation, one thing I don't understand. Why Lord Shiva, who is a Mahajan, a great devotee of Lord Krishna, blesses somebody else to fight against Krishna?
Oh, well, it's a nice question. Why does he bless someone to fight against Krishna?
Yeah,
There are three reasons given in the Shastra. Number one, when he blesses the person, he doesn't know what this person will do. Initially they are humble. They are saying, please my Lord, please give me blessing, blah blah blah. So, no, not for that they ask for blessing. They asked only to become invincible. They don't say, give me blessing that I want to fight. That's number one. The acharyas from Shri Sampradaya, they give a nice reason. They give a reason that Narayan is always served by Lakshmi Devi in spiritual world, Vaikuntha. She is always massaging his feet. Narayan is feeling, I am being too much well treated. I need to just go and enjoy some fight, some chivalry. So Lord Shiva facilitates that, Brahma facilitates that. Shri Vaishnavacharya, they say. How they facilitate? They give these blessings to demons. So Krishna, Narayan comes to fight with them. And third reason is given that Lord Shiva by nature is a Vaishnava. And Vaishnavas by nature are Ashutosha, which is also one of the name of Lord Shiva. Ashu means quick. Tosha, like Santosha. Tosha means to be happy, very quickly pleased. Somebody asks him something, very quickly he is pleased. Vaishnavas are very quick to please. Even if somebody has gone against them, even if somebody has left the association, Vaishnavas are very quick to please. And hence, Lord Shiva is like that. There was Prabhupada's disciple, Madhudvisha Prabhu. He was at one point Madhudvisha Swami. And after taking sannyas, he left the association of Prabhupada. He left association of devotees. He was feeling really bad. But he left the association and he got married and he had a little boy. And after a couple of years of that episode, he went to see Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan. He gathered some courage. So in one sense, he had gone away from the path. But when he went to Vrindavan to meet Srila Prabhupada, what did Srila Prabhupada do? Ashutosh, Prabhupada is easily pleased. Tamal Krishna Maharaj told Prabhupada, Madhudvisha is here. Srila Prabhupada immediately said, oh, Madhudvisha is here, bring him in. Madhudvisha came and fell dandavats to Prabhupada. Prabhupada immediately noticed his long shikha and he smiled and he said to all the devotees, said, just see, he still has a long shikha. He was appreciating his long shikha, ignoring completely that he was a sannyasi. He left, got married, left association of devotees. Ignoring all this, he appreciated the long shikha, and then he was almost in tears, Madhudvisha. And Srila Prabhupada said, oh, you are alone? Where is your wife? How is your son? Can you see the love that Srila Prabhupada had? Ashutosha. This is a Vaishnava. Always loving, easily pleased. And hence, Lord Shiva, he gives even to the demons. Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know.
I don't have a question. I just
Huh.
want to add something very nice in this regard. So there are also examples where Krishna doesn't like. There are also examples in the Shastras where Krishna gives a hint that he doesn't like the demigods to give too much blessings. I was just thinking about how Lord Brahma gave Hiranyakashipu all the powers like immortality he couldn't give, but by day, by light, etc., etc. And then then at a certain moment, Vishnu came and Vishnu told Brahma, watch out, don't do this anymore, don't give all these kind of blessings to me, it becomes too difficult for me.
Correct. There is one subtlety there.
Yeah.
And the subtlety is, he admonishes, which means chastises. He admonishes Brahma, Indra and others. He does not admonish Lord Shiva.
Exactly.
Because Lord Shiva is non-different from Mahavishnu himself. So in one sense, he is knowing what he is doing. Because he is Mahavishnu himself. Advaita Acharya, Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. Same tattva. So Shiva is Mahavishnu himself. When he is giving blessing, he knows what's going to happen. But he wants some entertainment. We all want some entertainment, isn't it? So Krishna wants entertainment. Once Prabhupada was asked, why Krishna has to fight all these demons? Prabhupada simply said, everyone needs entertainment. So Krishna needs entertainment. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samved Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanande.